So we have the M7 bed, and today we're going to be putting extenders on the box because the box doesn't look like it reaches far enough, and the bed is inflated, and I'm going to have to get under the bed and use the tube supplied free by Sleep Number to extend the tubes. So the first thing I learned is to make sure that the lines don't cross. So here's the extender coming down, and I use 2 tubes so I'll have plenty of room. There's one, and going to the second one, which then goes back to the unit. We're going to repeat the same thing on this tube. We're going to go inside here if your bed is inflated, and we're just going to take this and we're going to unclip it just like we did before. Put your finger over the hole so that the air doesn't escape. Now you can always reinflate the bed, so don't freak out. So that's what we're going to do next. Note to self, there's a male, and there's a female end. And what we're going to do is we're going to want to put the male end into here because that's what's attached. And then just like we did before, we're going to attach the extra tubing. This is really easy. I'm doing this all by myself. The hardest thing was to turn the mattress over, and I don't recommend doing that by yourself, but I was a little energetic this morning, so we're going to do that. So now we've done the other side, and again, making sure, tracing this down, making sure that this goes right to the unit and doesn't overlap anything. Now, when I did this, I made the mistake of trying to put the wrong end in. It's just a little hard to get a look at, but I put the wrong end in and it deflated it a little bit, but we're not going to worry about that. Now, the one thing I did learn is, being that here's the bed and you can see where one side deflated a little bit more than the other. Now, because I did this by myself and the bed was full, it deflated a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to use our Sleep Number control, and we're going to put that back to our regular number. We'll take that in a moment. An important point here of my M7, which is now backwards, is to make sure that you inflate it properly so that when you turn it over, that the memory foam on the bottom doesn't get lopsided, and not to worry if it does. All you have to do is unzip the zipper here and then reposition it. There's no need, again, to get excited or freak out. So we're going to try and do that now, and hopefully the next segment will have the inflated bed. Note to self, it takes a little bit for the bed to reinflate, and note the flashing number here. That means it's still inflating, and then you're going to hear this and it hums, and it's going to automatically turn off when it gets to my side of the bed, which is number 55. Oop, 60. And now that it's at 60, you'll notice that we heard clicks and it turned off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to right. Oops. I'm going to go to the other side, and we're going to inflate to 65. I'm going to go back down to 60. Oops. I'm going to go back on that one. So we're going back to 60 on the other side, and again we're hearing the pump, and it's filling up the bed, which by the way is upside down, and I'm taking care to make sure, oh, there it goes. Now that's back up. So single-handedly I have put the bed back, but you'll notice that in doing that by myself, and you won't have a problem if you do this with someone else, is the Tempur-Pedic part has slipped a little bit. So all you're going to do is unzip the cover, and you're just going to move it back all the way around because there's a little overhang here, see? And then we get a little less here, but we want that even. So we're just going to pull this back, and we're going to do that all the way around the bed until it's even. Again, this is easier if you've got somebody helping. Once you've done that, go around the bed to make sure that the Tempur-Pedic part is even and there's no overlap. And then you're going to want to zip it back, and then you can make your bed. The extenders, well, I haven't fixed this yet, but the extenders are all here, and I've got plenty of room now to take this unit and put it in the corner or wherever I want to put it. And I can move the tubes as needed. And remember, if you have to disconnect, just disconnect it, put your finger over this to keep the wind, listen to me, keep the air, sorry, 7:30 in the morning, to keep from escaping. And then what you're going to want to do is put it back. So basically we're going to give you a shot of when this is back together. And for time compression purposes, yeah, I have to refinish that. So for time compression services, did this all by myself. And I'm over 40, so it was a bit of a workout. Not a huge thing, not something I want to do every day. But we want to make sure everything's in there and everything's down. And then we're going to give you a shot of it afterwards. Notice that I have ran this behind. Yes, I know this needs to be refinished. And I put this back here. The unit, as you'll notice, also has mounting screws on the back. So conceivably you could mount this, or you can just lay it down. I think that's how it's designed to go, actually. Lay it down like that, but for my purposes, this works better like this. So then, the best part for me is I can sit on my bed and I can look out over beautiful Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa, see downtown Tampa, and I can enjoy my M7 Sleep Number bed. So this is my very first DIY video for anything that I'm going to post to YouTube, and I hope they improve. But I hope this helps, because this was a little intimidating to me, and I got it done in just about 20 minutes, soup to nuts. This is Josh. Have a great day.